The story starts with showing a mental hospital. There was a ward where only a few people of the staff could go because in this ward, serious type of patients were kept whose mental condition was so bad that they were dangerous to be with themselves. There was a small room near this ward where the staff used to sit down to rest after getting free from work, after which we see a Dr. Daniel. He is coming to this hospital to write his new book. He had come to interview serious patients who had become mentally insane due to shock. Now the doctor of the hospital welcomes Daniel because he had also read Daniel's book, which he liked very much. The doctor said that there are some patients who are more dangerous than the rest, but I have put 2 of my guards on their surveillance, while Daniel tells the guards to start bringing those patients one by one. First of all, he is called a girl, the one who had killed his mother in his childhood. That is why he was called mad and was put in this hospital. Now that girl had stopped eating and drinking. As if he had come for an interview, Daniel starts recording everything and asks the girl to tell him the time. When you killed your mom, the girl refuses to tell anything and says that she wants to die. Hearing this, Daniel puts a knife on the girl's neck and threatens to kill her, which makes the girl very scared. And seeing this, Daniel understood that she was telling a lie about dying. Then Daniel tells the girl that if you tell me your story then I will help you. So the girl agrees to tell her story and says that all the people will help me. She says she is crazy, but I am not crazy and I used to love my mom very much, but my mom started seeing a devil due to which she used to be very scared. She further tells that when I was 10 years old, I was scared. Due to this reason, I went to my mom's room where mom saw that there was blood on my clothes. She started feeling as if someone got angry in the house. Mom started getting worried about my younger sister. That is why she picked up the chalk and started going towards her room. She saw that the things were scattered here and there were marks of roaches on the wall too. But when she went to my sister's room, she was sleeping completely safe on the bed, but then suddenly a dangerous feeling appeared in front of her. He went to my sister. To save my sister, mom stabbed Damon with a knife, due to which Damon started suffering, but this was not true because mom was having hallucinations. She started seeing things that had not even happened, because when I reached there was no dam there. Now when my mom saw me there, she started running after me with a knife to save me from Damon. Now I felt like she has gone mad and is coming to kill me, so I got scared of them and hid in the washroom. Then my mom saw Deem in the washroom too, so she moved forward to hit Deem with chalk. I thought that mom was coming to hit me, so in self-defense, I attacked her and killed her. After listening to her words, Daniel couldn't believe that you were lying because you are not an innocent person but a crazy murderer. After killing your mother, you also wanted to kill your sister so that I could live alone with my dad. Hearing this, the girl became quite upset. She gets frightened and goes out of control, so the guards come and arrest her and take her back to the ward. After this, Daniel calls an old crazy patient who was in this hospital for 5 years. This old patient was found by the police in the forest who had lost his life. Didn't know anything about it. The old patient was very afraid of plastic sheets. Now when the old patient was brought in front of Daniel, here he deliberately started opening the sandwich packet with plastic wrap in front of him, seeing which the old patient got very scared. Now Daniel wraps him in a plastic sheet and asks him to tell his story, and because of this also the old man gets very scared and now he agrees to tell him his story and says that when I had gone on holidays, I was single. The boy caught hold of me and abducted me. Then after beating me he tied me completely with a plastic sheet, but I was not dead. The killer boy started tying me up and taking me to be buried. Although people were standing around but no one paid attention to him. Given because that day was the night of Halloween and everyone thought that he was just in killer form, but then a group came to him because they liked his killer theme very much and they liked him in killer clothes. Then the killer came and told them that now he wants to bury this man, in which the whole group agreed to support him because they were very satisfied with his acting. But when all these people came into the forest, the killer killed the whole group. They ended the group and then left the old man wrapped in a plastic sheet, which is why the old patient is so afraid of the plastic sheet. He has nightmares. Then the police brought the old man with them from the forest. After listening to all this, Daniel tells her that you were lying and this is a story of your own making because you want to stay in this hospital throughout this story so that you can eat free food and live a comfortable life here. Yes, now you will get this punishment that you will be kept wrapped in a plastic sheet for the rest of your life. Hearing this, the old patient starts screaming, seeing which the guards come there and calm him down by giving him an injection, and then he is also sent back to the ward. After this Daniel he calls his third patient, who had come from an island and had been living in this hospital for the last 10 years. She had actually murdered her fiance's friend, but when her lawyer proved that she had a mental illness, he was released. She was put in this mental hospital, but here the girl says that I did not kill anyone but we were attacked by zombies and I also have bad dreams of zombies. So now here on the advice of Daniel she too has committed suicide. She starts narrating the story and says that Myra's fiance used to live in a place where there were zombies around. Myra's fiance used to love me very much and miss me, but one day he saw a girl who was running away from the zombies. My fiance told her that brought her inside the house, but she had tied a zombie in her house too, in front of which the fiance threw the girl after a few days and thus she died. Hearing this, Daniel says that you are lying. Actually, you had come to know that girl had become friends with your fiancé. That is why you yourself killed her, after which you created the whole zombie story. To prove your zombie thing true, you also killed that girl's head. Hearing this, the girl got very angry and started shouting at Daniel. She was about to attack him when the guards caught her. The girl curses Daniel very badly and then the guards take her away from there. The next turn was that of a girl from New Zealand who was in this hospital since the age of 15. She used to do a lot of strange activities, seeing which she got very fed up, although she was also treated, but she did not get better, so she was forced to go to hospital. Her mom and dad got her admitted in this mental hospital. This girl was also accused of having murdered her friend, but this girl says that I did not kill her but she took her own life. I had just buried her, that's why. The whole blame fell on me that when I was 12 years old, my friend had suddenly disappeared, due to which her mom and dad got very worried. One day when I went out with my mom and dad, my eyes fell on a shovel bell. I promised to buy it but no one listened to me, but I wanted to buy it by any means, so I started collecting money by stealing and making people crazy. As soon as I got a lot of money, I bought shovel bells. Now it is in her room. We see her friend's dead body. She picked it up, dug a hole with a shovel and buried it in it. After listening to the whole story, Daniel asks, okay, tell me why your friend took his own life. On this, the girl says, I don't know, I am not a doctor. This should be known to the doctors. On this Daniel says, whatever it is, you were lying. You yourself have killed your friend. You think that by making this story, you will never be free from here. And the next fifth patient is called, the girl who had murdered her mother and sister, and she was in this hospital for the last 7 years, but till date she had not talked to anyone. She had just given the statement that she was suffering from a bad disease. The power had taken possession of me, due to which I lost my control and killed my mother and sister. Now the guards here do not understand why Daniel is interviewing a non-speaking patient like this girl. He started hypnotizing her and started asking her the real story. As soon as she was hypnotized, she started telling the real story. She said that when our dog died in childhood, my elder sister felt that the dog had died because of me. On this the girl said I showed the marks on my arm to my elder sister and told her that I often see a sack spirit which bothers me a lot. Hearing this, her elder sister searched a lot on the internet about spirit ritual magic, where she came to know that these things happen, which meant that the girl was right. Her sister was also convinced. She saw that my younger sister, that is, the patient girl, was talking to someone. But when her sister came there, apart from her sister, there was no one there. But when their mother went out of the house at night, all the stuff in the house suddenly got scattered on its own. Then the little girl went and hid behind a sofa. When her elder sister came there, the girl told her, that evil spirit will never leave me. To get her sister out of this forest, her elder sister searches on the internet about some magic words and then decides to perform a ritual to send that spirit away from there, and these two sisters make a circle and sit in it. Her elder sister keeps 2 dolls there and starts performing the ritual, but then suddenly that invisible spirit pulls the girl out of the circle, but her elder sister still does not stop. The ritual continues, after which the soul came out, which was a board drone. She now passed it to the little girl. Before this the elder sister who was hitting her came forward, and now she picked up a stone and hit it on the head of the doll, due to which the head of that soul was destroyed. But she got hurt, she started suffering badly and ran away from there. By then her mother had also come, and now at night when the elder sister opened her eyes, she saw that my younger sister was not on her bed and she got scared. She goes to her mother to tell her everything, but seeing her mother's dead body in front of her, she stops listening because someone had killed her mother very mercilessly. Then she sees her younger sister here, who was also in a strange condition, and she was holding a shovel in her hand, which looked as if she had killed her mother, after which she also attacks her elder sister with the shovel, and the scene comes back to the present time when the patient girl screams a lot. She kept asking Daniel again and again what did I tell him, because he didn't remember anything due to being tied up. Now the guards were shocked to see him speaking, but here Daniel says that he is also a crazy killer. That's why the guards pick him up and take him away from there, and now the next patient was called, whose name was Damon, and he believed in vampires because he was a vampire hunter. He took a very dangerous and brave man with him to fight vampires, got him killed, and because he had killed so many people, he was called crazy and imprisoned in this mental hospital. But Damon said that all the people he had killed were vampires. Now the guards here are very scared of Damon, because he was a very dangerous killer. Damon tells Daniel that I should tell my story, but till date no one has believed me. I have killed many vampires, and there is still one vampire that I know. After which Daniel asks him about the special man whom Damon had chosen to kill the vampires. Now here Damon starts telling his story and says that friend of mine was arrested by the police, and the police asked his name, and he refused to tell anything, but the police named him John and started talking about the murders that John had committed. The most interesting of all was that he had killed a girl while she was sleeping. He had taken out the heart, then he cut off the head of a man and separated it from his body. After this, he also gave a very bad death to a couple, made both of them lie down in a tub, poured acid on them and burnt them badly, and thus they died painfully. Similarly, he also burnt a man to death. The officer asks him why did he commit all these murders. On this, John says that he murdered the most worn out girl because she had killed 4 of her friends and another man. That's because he had killed 7 people. The couple was because they had killed many innocent children. I came to know because I saw bones in their garden. John tells that I had killed everyone in the same manner as killing vampires. Suddenly something starts happening to the officer too. Suddenly the officer turns into his dangerous vampire form. Before he kills John, John takes the life of this vampire officer by thrusting a cash stick into his chest. Now in the present time, Damon tells Daniel, when the police caught John, he also took my name. That is why today I am in this hospital, and yes, the main vampire, who is the head of all the vampires, is still alive. Before we could kill him, the police caught us. Daniel is very impressed by Damon's story. He tells Damon that you are completely different from the other patients. It was very nice to meet you, after which Damon is also sent back to ward, and in this way he interviews 6 patients. He had taken it and started leaving, but when he was leaving, he found all the hospital stuff scattered and the dead bodies of both the guards lying on the ground, drenched in blood. Someone had killed them very brutally. Meanwhile there, the 6 patients whom Daniel had interviewed arrive. All the patients attack Daniel and tie him to the bed after dressing him in patient clothes, after which Damon comes to Daniel to kill him because Daniel also seems to be a vampire. Now, although Daniel explains to him a lot that vampires do not exist in reality, Damon attacks and kills Daniel without listening to anything. But the next moment we see that Daniel immediately wakes up due to fear. We come to know that whatever we saw till now was just his dream, and now we come to know the truth that Daniel is not a doctor but a patient of this hospital. He was going out of control, so both the guards came and calmed him down by giving him an injection. Now suddenly the doctor of the hospital comes and starts asking some questions to Daniel, and all these questions were the same which Daniel had asked in the dream to those 6 patients. The real doctor of the hospital tells him that you are neither a doctor nor a writer, but you are the last one. There is a patient living in this mental hospital for 30 years. Here it was found out that Daniel was arrested for the murder of his mom, dad, cousin, and aunt. Now his lawyer did not want him to go to jail, so he kept Daniel in this mental hospital. Got it inserted, and this is patient number 7, patient 7. And now it's Daniel's turn, the 7th story of patient number 7. Now yes, Daniel was kept apart from everyone because he used to harm anyone in anger. The doctor tells him that if you in the main word, if you want to be with others, then you will have to tell everything the truth. And now with this we see the story of Daniel. When he was with his mom, he saw a car at some distance. When he went near it, the dead bodies of the couple were there. After checking it, they found food items from the car. Daniel's mom found a gun near the dead bodies, which these people keep with them. Daniel's mom forbids him to make any noise because these people are afraid of zombies. They were trapped here, and if there is any noise, zombies can come here. Meanwhile, a zombie comes here and attacks Daniel's mom. To save herself from the zombie, mom gives her a gun and shoots him, but mom was also bitten by the zombie, due to which she will also become a zombie. Hence she gives the gun to Daniel and tells him to kill me. Then despite not wanting, he shoots and kills his mother. In the hospital, Daniel was repeatedly saying that I should kill my mother. I didn't want to do that. I didn't do it intentionally, and he was crying as well. After listening to the story, the doctor tells Daniel that like always, this time too you are telling your false story. The doctor tells him that you have come here so that's saying, save yourself from the death penalty. The doctor started leaving, but Daniel, whose condition had worsened, started getting very angry, so he grabbed the doctor from behind and started strangulating him, due to which the doctor died on the spot. He frees himself by taking Jagia from nearby and comes out and wears the doctor's glasses. Then thinking of himself as a doctor, he goes out to check the patients, and with this terrible ending, the story of this film also ends here. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.